Ooh.
I say whale.
I say how much?
I say whale, you say how high.
How high? How long?
And how long? Whale longer.
Whale harder, people.
God.
I want you guys to like this video as much as you are whaling right now.
Like harder.
Like harder, people. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
So there's a lot of negative things to say, and there is actually some good stuff, right? I think the one good thing about all of this is that you can take Grievous
Guy's a monster.
to 7. And nothing else. You could probably leave the rest of them at like 11, right? The nuke team.
Yeah, the Grievous
nothing,
nuke team.
Nothing.
2 Zetas, one man. Yeah.
Okay, so like there is a, if you want to go cheap and get a lot of value, because like, and this is the problem I have with this, is that I need a solution.
Yeah.
You saw my stream today.
Yeah. It went very well.
I wasted 3 like S tier teams on Revan, Malik, and now I can whale hard and get a 7-star 7 relic. I don't even know what this stuff is called.
It's too complicated. It's a mouthful.
It's like after 11 o'clock and we're in a hotel in California. Anyways.
By the way, hi.
Hi. All right.
It's great intro.
Okay, so we're just going to say Grievous, Anakin look like they're no-brainers, but this is like horrifically horrible in so many different levels. And everybody we know that has been positive in the past about spending money is not. But let's get realistic about this. Okay, so I added up every single one of these packs right here. And now keep in mind that these are not characters. These are items to upgrade existing characters in my roster that I've already spent money on.
Hundreds of dollars on just a few months ago.
Okay.
Just a few months ago, and there's been no new content.
Okay, so so all of these packs here in US dollars is $586, and so if 2,000 people bought these packs,
which is pretty realistic, very realistic.
I mean, I'm going to say probably 10,000 people are going to buy these packs.
Yeah, you're
maybe
underdog.
15,000.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say it's 2,000 people. That's $1.1 million. So we follow the numbers. That they've had a high of 18 million, and it's been floating around 8 million lately.
8 million?
I mean, there's no reason why 2,000 people are going to do this. How much money have you spent already? This has only been live for like 5 hours, right? I was in the car when this went live. You called me screaming.
Yeah, I was like, dude.
You did call me. You were like, dude, this sucks.
This sucks, man. Let's just be honest. They don't care about free to play, baby. They don't care about free to play.
Okay. And then the irony of this, we're going to get to more. We're going to talk about good. Good thing is Grievous. Good thing is Anakin. Sith Empire probably good, but
maybe. I feel kind of hesitant telling people go for Sith Empire because who knows if Anakin or Grievous blows up because a meta shit has to be happening, dude.
Right.
Has to be happening sometime soon.
Let's be realistic about this, but there's always been introduction of new items, and it was ultra scarce, and it was ridiculously powerful, and then a select few of people whale hard and got it first. And then, think about like how the credit scarcity way back in the day.
Way back when, yeah.
And then they just gave it away for free. I'm really hoping that this means that gear will be irrelevant. Maybe a year from now, all of our characters will be at 13, and that'll just be the way it is. I mean, it's a possibility, right?
Every single gear bump, there's always complaints. I remember when Gear 11 came out, people complained. When Rancor Raid Gear came out, people complained. When Gear 12 came out, people complained. When Gear 12 Plus came out, people complained. When Gear 13 came out, people complained. When mods came out, people complained. Well, you people still keep playing.
Well, the first time mods came out, that was nearly broken.
This update made me reminded me of mods first rollout.
Why don't we talk about that? Because a lot of people don't remember when mods. We're talking like this is before
2016.
This is before we knew each other, right? We hadn't met it yet.
No, not yet. No.
So this is before we met.
July 2016.
Yes, and we met in the fall, September
or October, something like that.
Somewhere in there. But they introduced mods, and it was suddenly no longer about Galaxy of Heroes. This became Galaxy of Mods, kind of like I've been talking about lately, that it's a Galaxy of Gyros. Right? That it's no longer about the characters and it's about the levels. But this suddenly became like, at the time, I think Scavenger Ray is the most powerful character in the game, and it didn't matter. Any character was stronger than her instantly with the right mods.
Yep.
And that's when they had 7-dot mods.
7-dot mods and like 80 speed secondaries and crazy stuff like that.
I remember it was live for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, everything, it's no longer mattered about mods. And the developers like hardlined, like get used to this. Mm-hmm. Like adapt.
Yeah, adapt.
Right?
Yes.
It was do you remember this, right?
Oh, yeah.
It was Jesse, too.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesse, remember that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's still around. Cubs met up with him in Germany not that long ago. But anyways, and then they pulled it.
Yeah.
This almost feels like that.
I don't think they're going to pull it, though.
I don't think they're going
to pull it.
Because I don't think it's that insane, but it's still insane. It's not as insane as that, though.
Yeah.
That was more insane.
Yeah, this is just something else, man. I see. I don't mind them pushing the goalposts for new gear, but what has legitimately happened since Gear 13? You got a reskin territories that it's artificially inflated in difficulty, and instead of Gear 13 being the solution to that problem, people spend hundreds of dollars for.
Phase 4 makes sense now.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't Phase 4 make sense?
Phase 4 is all about this. Level
yeah.
cap increases. That doesn't make any money.
Okay,
this is where the money is.
Okay,
right here.
we were scouring Reddit. We both read Reddit. I don't post very often, but I read there pretty often. Right? I troll.
If you're looking for fun, that's how you gotta go.
Okay, and I just want to put this out there. Developers in general view Reddit as an echo chamber of negativity.
We're echo chambers too,
and same with YouTubers, by the way. But they do have small focus groups of whales that have like liaisons, and I think those conversations are important.
Yeah,
and I'm not hating on that. I think it's good. I've seen
they fuel the game.
Yeah, they fuel the game.
They fuel the game. Okay.
So I want to read this post because we were going through this and we're like, yeah,
dude, this post on. Hits every single mark.
And how do we summarize this? I'm just going to read it because it is something else. I don't upvote many posts on Reddit, but when I do, it's because it's something. Difference is Gear 13 just came out 2 months ago.
Yeah,
and they're already adding the next stage. In the past, the group keep has been slow. After we got to 12, the next step was led us to get 3 more pieces. Then we got 12. Then we got a finishers. That took 2 years.
2 years, man.
I remember I accidentally Gear 12 Thrawn in 2017 at EA Play, right? So it was like right around the corner from that.
I put you in my video the other day. June 2017 is when you accidentally showed Gear 12. Yeah. August 2017 is when they finally released it. And do you know the gap between the Rancor Raid gear and then Gear 12? It was about another year and a half almost because they spaced it out a lot more.
The other thing too is they've gone a progression. This is progression / monetization, right?
Yeah.
New content, progression / monetization, new content. We're going back to back. We're going back to back progression. We got, God. Oh, anyways,
don't get started on the new mods.
No, I know, right? And then the new mods. Do they put that in the video? What is there? Okay. Relics gave more stats to a character than going up a gear level. So this really is. Let's see. We were kidding about this being Gear 14, but this is probably equivalent to Gear 16?
16. I mean,
16?
Think of each tier almost as like a gear almost.
And it seems pretty weak up until 3, 4 is good, but then 5, 6, 7.
I tried I tried a tier 3 Relic Grievous. I didn't see any difference really. Okay. Once you get to like past 5, it's like, whoa, he's waking up now.
And then Cantina Energy is you just farm Cantina Energy all day long. I think getting up to 4. Doing it in one day costs, somebody
about
did it for 2,000 crystals.
If you do free to play, it's probably going to take 3 to 4 days, I think, or 2 to 4 days.
I'm lucky I only have 3 characters in Cantina that I don't have at 7-star.
That's the thing, too. You can't even farm a character at the same time.
It's going to be those parts. And then when do I run out of all those old parts? Those old parts are going to run out.
Yes. Okay. The conversion rate, I'm not a fan of.
And then what's the irony of this is then the packs start looking like good deals. When you start doing all the math on this, it's like, oh my God, the packs are a good deal. It's like, oh, this is crazy.
You saw what it looks like for the recipe for the tier 5, 6, and 7. It's almost impossible free to play.
Oh yeah, then it starts getting into like Chirotech.
The Chirotechs and the Gear 12 finisher pieces or whatever it is.
Okay, we're gonna read this post. Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
We're 9 minutes in.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
Did you get any content yet? I don't know.
Well, again, upside to this is you can do just Grievous.
This is the biggest highlight.
You're gonna basically acquire a team that wins on offense always with a couple Zetas. A Zeta on Grievous unique, and then
Metalloid Monstrosity,
and that's it.
Yep. And then combat logic upgrade,
and then a Gear 11-ish.
And it's the nuke
Gear
team,
11-ish, right?
Yeah, the nuke team before is about a 8 out of 9, like 8 or 9 out of 10% chance of winning. Now it's like 100% guaranteed every single time, even against tier 7 Revens and Maliks. People are doing well with Grievous,
and then Sith Empires are losing on offense.
Yeah,
or possible.
Yeah,
right?
You got to show Warriors.
Yeah, I'm not going to show that, but a poor Warrior. Okay, so relics require raw gear, which only longtime players are going to have saved up. We talked about this at dinners. Like, what about the mega whales that have
the short-term mega whales?
They're like been playing the game for like a year and they have 4 million GP already. They are going to get burned way more than the vets or the long-term whales.
Yeah.
Relics require raw gear. Only longtime players have saved up, or you spend money. And the thing about this is that there's only so much you can buy, but this gets even worse, which they immediately gave us an option. So they've stopped making content for new players. It means the game isn't growing anymore, which is the end of life cycles for mobile gamers. I actually don't think the game's going to die. I think it's going to go for a long time.
I don't think either.
I don't think the game's
as long as you have a small group that keeps spending money on stuff like this, like you did the math.
2,000 people is like $1.1 million.
$1 million is easy money.
10,000 people. It doesn't take a lot of people to fund this game. CG's always wanted to make more money, but this marks a stark change on how fast they push it. As of right now, Relics on par with how mods were originally. They had massive nerf them because of the whale complaints. Now whales give the ability to buy a hard advantage that might be possible for anyone else to overcome. At least mods is there now. There's a level of RNG involved. We all had like a level of skepticism when we saw the original posts. And where are you with that? Was it much worse about what you expected or better than you expected?
Definitely much worse. I mean, the thing that I had a feeling was going to happen is the stuff that is in huge supply now it's probably going to get drained really quickly if you did have large sums of old gear stocked up for those first few tiers. The thing that I guess shocked me the most is how expensive it's just going to be. I figured there's some sort of catch to it. Man, once you see those later tiers with the current end game economy for gear, it's just not sustainable. I mean, unless their goal is that they don't want people getting to tier 7 this quick unless you're spending the money, because I don't see a way of getting to tier 7 unless you're forfeiting more Gear 12 and Gear 13 characters, man.
Okay, so like when Malik came out, they punished the people that didn't go hard up until a certain point. And how long do you think before they release the floodgates on this? I mean, because right now we are seeing a little bit of laxing. It seems like it's easier than ever right now to get characters to 12. It needs to get a lot easier, actually. I mean, there's still stun cuss and
stun guns, and they have no plans to upgrade the challenges and stuff like that.
So, I mean, there has to be some give and take with this. I'm really frustrated with this because I need a 7 relic. Grievous.
Here's the thing.
And it's like, do I spend the money? I mean, it's going to cost me $100.
We don't know when relic abilities are coming. And seeing how it is right now free to play to get because tier 7 is when you unlock the ability, as we saw in the trailer. If it's going to take a long, long time, imagine people who got all these tier 7 Darth Revan, Darth Malix, and Grievuses. Imagine being one ability behind now because you didn't whale hard.
I'm a complete shock over this, and a lot of people say that this is the end of the game. I don't know if the game is.
The game will be around for a while.
It doesn't take a lot of money to fuel a game like this, and it's just that creating a new raid or a new game mode.
They claim they're working on some new stuff, and it's not. We need more than vehicles. I could tell you that.
It's expensive, and frankly, I'm like Grand Arena.
Grand Arena is good.
I mean, I did uninstall the game today, but I had to reinstall it after the patch came, anyways, because the patch came in. But it's something else, right? This is going to be a new dynamic of what if we see these Relic 7 Grievous on defense? Oh my God! What if you see a nuke team on defense? You're just gonna be like, well, I don't know what's going to happen here. Although you can pick apart that team one droid at a time, right?
Yeah, if you're lucky. I mean, the problem that I see right now is that
it's not going to be a high offensive point team. What are you going to get? 50 points on offense?
I don't know. And the thing I don't know is that I don't know if their current algorithm for matchmaking is going to take into consideration relics just yet. Because the GP boost doesn't seem too significant for relics. So it's not like if you're matching GP to GP. Yeah. Imagine going up against a very lean Gear 13 relic monster machine, and then you're some.
What's the power level on your Grievous?
Oh gosh, I'd have to pull it out if you want to wait a second. I'm with missing a 6-dot mod. He's 32,283 power.
So 32,000 power on Grievous, and that's going to be what it matches. It doesn't match the top 80. It's a different number. It's like 65 or something. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if it's been disclosed. It's kind of a mystery thing. So it is going to affect that number a lot. I mean, you just went up drastically.
Hey, what's it normally, like 23,000?
Yeah.
Okay, 23,000.
Yeah, 23, 24,000. I don't know.
But man, the amount of power you gain for that much just for 10,000 GP, it's a whole different ball game. 160,000 health when you mod him.
And I just want to talk about matchmaking for a second before we go. I will probably complain in every Grand Arena stream about matchmaking because I think it's funny to complain about it. It's kind of like my thing. I think I kind of want to just complain about everything. Complain about everything. It is like 1,000 times better than it was. Yeah. You realize that, right? It is like at least 1,000. It'd be before Grand Arena and before they reworked everything. I don't like to say positive things about it because I just hate saying nice things about it. It's 1,000 times better. Even though I seem like I have bad ones, I'm still going to complain. Yeah. It's way better.
It's way better.
It seems at least close.
I've lost against people with less G12s. I've beaten people with more G12s. It just there's so much that goes.
It's always the Grand something Arena. Weird, like they have more Zetas, or their mods are weird, or
I mean, you only can play so many Gear 12 on defense, and you have to have some for offense. So, it's really you need to have 16 good G12 teams. That's really it. I mean, maybe even less than that. You just need enough to clear through their defense.
Okay, and I also want to just state something that's obvious. I do see a lot of people leaving the game over this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see some people in my guild. They're like, I think I'm done after this territory battle.
Yeah. People, and this does happen. I mean, think about it like this: like we all play in an arena shard with 20. They originally had 20,000 people. How many people do you think are really in those shards?
Not many. There's probably maybe an active 500. Something like that.
It's hard to say. If you know in the comment section about how active is your shard, if you started early in the game, about where in the hundreds, it has to be in the hundreds.
I'd say top like 300, 400. My brother, he's been slowly climbing his way up. He just made the top 100 the other day.
Yeah. Like if you started the game when it was brand new and you took like a year off, where did you end up in the arena? That's the person I want to talk to. They would know. It's like, I landed at
phone a MobileGamer.
Put it in the comment section. I'm curious, but it was originally 20,000 people. So another 20 people out of those people quitting is something that it always happens in games like this. Well,
here's the thing. The game's going to keep making money. I think it's going to be around for a while. The problem is they need to focus on which they claim they're going to work on is making the game accessible for new players because the new movie coming, there's just they've got themselves stuck now.
No, this game is on whale mode, and the game will continue with whales, and they will get as much money out of the whales as possible, and the whale will fund the game for quite a while. Because of the sunken cost fallacy. I mean, people are not going to walk away from their rosters just because of this update. Yeah, most of them aren't.
I'll say if I wasn't a YouTuber, I don't think I'd be playing this game as long, maybe, and I wouldn't have. I would not spend as much money. That's for sure. We have a different reason for spending money. I can't never like when I look from a normal person's perspective, it's like, man, I can't imagine spending $500.
Yeah, we had a strange conversation at dinner tonight. Like, it's like, dude, if I want to keep making YouTube videos, I just have to spend money. It doesn't make sense to be free to play anymore. How do I make videos? How to be competitive?
The test accounts aren't good. Yeah,
this is like, I don't get it. Do I stop making videos? What do I do? It's a very strange thing. It's just like, I think spend or not spend, right?
I think it just helps. We have a big community around us that's fun to hang around with. I think that's kind of the thing that keeps me going. The whole YouTube thing, just having a community and being able to make videos, have this opportunity is what really keeps me going.
Come out and watch me lose Grand Arena
It's always fun.
It's fun. You'll learn something, I promise.
There you go. You'll see them roll around on the ground.
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty late.
Well, you need some context for this giveaway before you start doing it.
I really hope you like this video.
Yes.
Right? Because if you did, you were in luck. For every single person who likes the video, you'll be getting 4 free in your account.
Hit them.
Not a character, because there's no point in giving out characters. We're just going to give away 8 relics things.
Tier 8 relic characters. Now, because your 8-star characters are garbage. They're worthless, baby.
Every single 8-star character does
you need to re-whale, re-like.
And it needs to be Grievous. Grievous only.
That's Grievous only. That's it, baby.
I can't believe Grievous. I cannot believe Grievous. You say he's number 1 Gear 13 character. This is going to be the number one character, period, in the game. I mean, for offense, anyways. I think it can lose on defense.
What a time to be alive. It's unfortunate it's tied to pay-to-win things.
And it also splits apart 2 teams.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, so I mean, you can make do. You can put the droids under Newt and JTR's dead. I don't know. JTR's dead. It's gone. Maybe the new movie.
Maybe.
All right,
guys. Don't know what this video's about, but enjoy it.
It's pretty late.
Bye.
Goodbye, guys. Bye.